Hello, welcome to my channel, Crystal Heart. My name is Crystal, and today I wanted to make a video showing my works in progress, my quilting works in progress. So I haven't been quilting for that long. I finished a few, but really not that many. So I just want to share the things that I've started and have not finished and that I need to finish. And maybe this video will give me a little motivation to get finishing these things because, well, some of them I just recently started. But so I have everything right here, and nothing is in any particular order because I have things that will be in different parts of my room. So I just kind of put everything right here. So the first thing I have is in this little bin. This bin I got from Dollar Tree, and I have a few of them. And when I'm working on things, sometimes it's good. It holds my fabric. So this is actually a quilt that I just recently started for my daughter, and it is a Tulip Pink pattern. It's called the Floating Hearts Quilt. It's a free pattern from her website, and this is what it looks like. Now her pattern is showing all of her fabrics, but my daughter wanted a completely gray pattern, a completely gray quilt. So these are like all the fabrics I'm using, and this pattern is has a lot of different fabrics. So I've cut everything out besides the border and the binding. So that's all for the piecing. But so each color is different fabrics for each color. So what I just tried to do was just get different grays for each one. So that one is all cut out. I just haven't started sewing anything yet. This is one project that is going to probably take a while. But like I said, I have it in this little bin, and it sits here waiting for me to start sewing. This is another one that I just put everything into a big clear Ziploc bag, and the pattern. This is a block of the month. I don't remember from Sherry McConnell, a Quilting Life block of the month. So I've done actually all of the blocks up until August, and I haven't checked to see if the September block is out. So these are the blocks, and I've done all of these in white and red because I want this to be my Christmas quilt, just for like a Christmas decoration. And we decorated last year. We did peppermint and candy cane print, so I think we might do that again this year. So I did it all red and white with no green. This was my favorite one. This is actually the block that made me start doing this, but this was August block, so this is the last one I did. So I did all those blocks, and then I just have some scrap fabrics in here that I'll use for the remainder of the blocks. And that's that one. Now this next one, it is a completed top, quilt top, but I haven't made a quilt sandwich or quilted it yet. This is for my other daughter, my youngest daughter, and I'm trying to see where the top of it is. It is a huge heart. I'm hoping that I can get most of it in. And all of the tie-dye around the heart was made, and I may insert a picture of it because I have taken a picture of it, but I also have that picture posted on my Instagram, which is linked below. But all of these tie-dye pieces are made from tie-dye t-shirts that we had. This one was a dress. This purple one was a dress. Well, both my daughters had matching dresses that they grew out of that was purple tie-dye. So I cut those up, used that. t-shirts. This was one of my t-shirts. This was one of my t-shirts. And some of the t-shirts came from the thrift store, because I knew I was making a tie-dye quilt, but it was actually supposed to be the whole thing tie-dye for my oldest daughter, but she didn't want tie-dye anymore. She wanted completely gray. So I did this one for my youngest daughter to go on her bed. So this one, she keeps asking me when I'm gonna finish it, so I have to finish this one soon. Okay, so the next thing I have here is a puff quilt. So this is it. This is most of the top. I'm gonna put a border on it, and it's not really gonna be as big as I wanted it to be, but I ran out of the fabrics that I was using, and I didn't want to add just random colors. So I'm gonna put a border either in this green or this blue, maybe, I don't know, but it's just the top, and it's very heavy, but I really like the puff quilts. I might make another one, and I love this fabric right here, and I only had a little small piece of it because I got it from our craft thrift store that we have here, and they sell fabrics like scrap pieces that you can buy for like $1, and I think that's where I got that one. But so that's all I had of that. So this one I need to finish. I don't have the motivation to finish that one, even though I want to see it finished. Okay, and this is the most recent quilt top that I finished, and I posted this on Instagram because after I put the borders on it and everything, I realized that I pieced one section wrong, so I'm gonna have to take it off. I put one row on wrong. But this came from the Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler box. This was the pattern by Lori Holt, called Stitch. So this is the top. As you can see, it was supposed to alternate between this row and this row, but somehow I flipped this and sewed these two together when I should have had this one here and this one here. So I have to take it apart. I already put the borders on. I'm not looking forward to that, but I do want to see this one finished as well. So I'll do this one. I'll do it soon, hopefully. But that is the most recent quilt top that I finished. Not really finished because I have to take it apart. And this was her Stitch line fabric, I believe. This is not the background that she used. I didn't buy the finishing kit, so I got this at Joann's or somewhere. But the fabrics are really cute. I showed those fabrics on my last video. And this quilt top I also did from a pattern that came in a Fat Quarter Shop Sew Sampler. It's upside down. And I showed this in my last video as well, but this top is finished. I love this quilt top. I kind of wanted it to be a bigger quilt, so I'm thinking about putting another border on it. But if I don't, I do need to finish it. I mean, it makes a good lap size quilt, I guess, but it's not really big enough to cover your entire body. And let's see, this next bag that I have, this is it's just like my scrap project that I work on whenever I just want to do something easy and don't want to think about anything, because there's no real pattern to it. It's just this block, and I just do it with different scraps. And it is a 15-inch block. So basically it's just these squares, these background squares, and then the, I don't know what you call it, I don't know. But I learned how to do these stars from Lori Holt, watching one of her videos. She did it in one of her Scrap Buster, I don't know what she calls her series. So she taught how to do this star with scraps. So I started doing that with some of my scraps, and I have quite a few blocks made with that. My problem is having enough background scraps because I just don't have a whole lot of background fabric. But at my craft thrift, I did buy a bag of white fabric. So I just keep that in this bag. Here's a little background fabric right here that I stuck in there. And when I feel like sewing, but I don't feel like following a pattern or doing anything intricate, I use that. Here's another quilt that is almost done. It's sandwiched, but not. I love this fabric so much. So this is the back. This quilt is from Lo and Behold. The pattern is Lo and Behold Homecoming, which I think is a pretty popular pattern. And I also I think I posted a picture of this on my Instagram as well. But this is that pattern. And this is probably the first one out of all of these that aren't done that I started and didn't finish. I made the sandwich, basted it with these pins and basting spray. And I love these colors. And I pulled the orange out of there. And there's orange in this fabric. And that's what, and I really wanted to use this fabric in a big way because I thought it was so beautiful. But this quilt I am gonna finish. The only thing about this one is, before I really understood the fabrics, this solid fabric I bought at Hobby Lobby, and I got this brand because it was cheaper. But I didn't know at the time that the cheaper ones were not 100% cotton, and I don't like that. It's like polyester cotton blend, but it's like a thinner material than cotton. It's like flimsy, which is okay. But now that I know the difference, I only buy 100% cotton solids, all fabric. But most patterns are already 100% cotton. It's that the solids that you'll find in a blend. So the last one that I'm working on, that I actually just started yesterday, and I've been putting my pieces in this little bag that I got from Hobby Lobby. It says Quilters Never Cut Corners, and it's a little project bag. And I like this bag, and I wish I bought 2 of them. Here's the other one. They're the same, but I wish they had more than 2 because this week they were on sale for half off, and I only paid $1.50 for it. I think $1.50. So Hobby Lobby, the way they work is 1 week, half of the store is on sale. The next week, the other half is on sale. And then the following week, the first half is back on sale. So I'll go back in, not next week, but the following week, and see if they've restocked these and get some more. But what I'm working on in this bag is a Quilt Alone by Quilt Fort Co. And it's called Finger Paints, and this is the quilt. To me, it's a whole lot of half square triangles, but it's so intricate. The placing of it and the colors just caught me. So I've been working on getting all of that cut, and these are some of the fabrics that I'm using. I've been working on getting all of that cut because the cutting, it's so much fabric. The fabric is labeled by, the colors are labeled by letters, and it goes all the way to Z, and then A, A, B, B, C, C, D, D, E, E. And then you still have your backing and your binding. So that's a lot of different colors, which is fun to pull all these colors. And I enjoy cutting. So I've only gotten to, I'm on H. I'm about to cut H after I make this video. But like I said, This bag I like because it's big enough for your printout to fit in it with your fabrics. Now I don't know if all my fabrics are going to fit in here because there's so much you have to cut with this pattern, but everything for now fits in the bag, and I really like that. So that is all the works that I've started on quilts and haven't finished. Hold on. This is my little bin of quilts that I want to do. So at any moment, I'll just start one of these patterns. I've bought patterns online. Some of these are free patterns. Some come in some of the boxes that I buy. But here's another tulip pink. And then I have some books and magazines. There's so many patterns that I want to start. So I don't know how I'm gonna get it all done. I'm thinking about just like doing some tops and selling the tops because I enjoy doing the tops. I enjoy doing the quilting, but I'm not really that great at it yet. I need to work on it. But I'm thinking about doing some tops and like selling them on Etsy or eBay just so that I can do the patterns that I want to do. But if I don't have anything to do with them, I don't have to finish the whole quilting process. And I do want to get to the point where I'm selling some of these quilts off as well in my Etsy shop, which is also linked in the bottom, but I don't know. So that's everything that I'm working on right now as far as quilts go, because I'm always working on something with something. But that's all. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see some more videos about all the whatever I decide to post and whatever I decide to do, which may be quilting, maybe reselling, maybe my garden, cooking, whatever. But hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And thanks you guys for watching. See you later. Bye.